Take 6. Let's do this. What's going on, everybody? I hope you all are having an amazing day. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Abdullah Umar, aka Brownmanfitness. And what I have for you guys today is a what's in my gym bag type of video. The next 3 months coming up, I'm doing a powerlifting meet, and I kind of wanted to document my prep and show you guys the ins and outs, the behind the scenes of everything that happens in the gym. Or if you guys have a buddy or someone that you know that always it takes like 2-3 hours just working out and you guys don't know what's happening, this will kind of show you and give you a better understanding of what's going on that person's end. Before I get started, I'm not trying to say you guys need any of the equipment that I have, that I'm showing you. I'm not saying go ahead and buy it right away. I'm just showing you guys, so the people who are following along for the next few months, while I am documenting it hopefully, just for those people, so they kind of know what's going on, what they're getting themselves into, instead of seeing me pull out a lifting belt or my wrist wraps and be confused as to why I'm using that or what it is I'm using, or just kind of less questions for you guys later. There are a few items in here that I will be making a little bit more of like an in-depth review / like my experience with the item. So if there is anything you want to see a more in-depth video about, let me know down below. And lastly, before I get started with this video, I apologize for the bad mic quality, the bad audio quality. I purchased a mic for my camera, but it doesn't connect. It's not compatible, so I guess I bought the wrong mic. But I am trying to record off my iPad, and I'm using my Bluetooth headphones right here. So bear with me, I don't have a mic yet. Hopefully I will be getting one soon. And yeah, let's get started with this video now. So right off the bat, we got the pockets in the front. I don't really use this. You can put your phone in it or whatever. But the ones I use in the front are this one right here, in which I keep my lock for my gym locker. And then this one, let's see. I got a screwdriver to adjust my lifting belt, whether I got to make it bigger or smaller. I mean, I'm always eating, so I'm not really getting smaller, so generally I just use it to make bigger. I got eye drops here, since my eyes tend to dry out a lot while I'm working out, so that prevents me from constantly itching them and just getting my stuff all dirty and messed up. In this first pocket right here, let's see, I got a C4 container with no C4 in it. I just got chalk in it. So for those of you guys who don't know, chalk is it's literally just a white powder that you guys use, put it all over your hands and stuff, and it dries out your hands, removes the moisture from your hand so you can get a more secure grip. The item I have right here is a chalk ball, and ultimately you just put chalk into it, and as you guys can see right there, you just put chalk into it, all the chalk falls out into your hand, and it's just a cleaner way of doing it generally. But yeah, so you use this just to kind of dry out your hands, get better grip on the bar that you were using. And yeah, next up we have my lifting straps. So what you do with these are you wrap them around your wrist area, and you use this strap and wrap it around whatever it is you want to pick up. And let's say you get very clammy and you don't want to use chalk for a dumbbell, or you don't want to use it to carry a plate or something, or you're doing your lunges and your dumbbells keep slipping out of your hands. Just wrap this strap around the actual dumbbell itself so you get extra support from up here while you're holding the weight, and this is wrapped around it, so it's kind of harder for you to let go. And even if you are letting go, you still got to wait for this whole thing to unravel and then you dropping it. So yeah, it kind of helps you overload in that sense. Lifting straps. Next item we have, very similar to those, except these are wrist wraps. So let's see, you got a little thing up here for your thumb. Generally you could slide it in, and what I've noticed is it helps you keep your thumb closed and over the bar. I don't really use that. It hurts me when I use it, to be honest. So I just go ahead and grab it with my 2 fingers. I got one big one that goes around. Try to get a little bit of my lower hand, kind of just a joint in it, and then I go one more tighter strap around it where I get the actual wrist itself, just get everything secure. This adds some bulk to your wrist to help you kind of be more stable, have more support on your wrist so you don't hurt yourself. So if like you're squatting or you're benching, you just kind of constantly notice your hands shaking, try investing in some wrist straps. That could be what's holding you back. Alright. That's everything in this pocket, yeah. Let's get over here into this main pocket now. Let's see. Alright, next up I got some BFR training bands. The BFR stands for blood flow restriction training. Yeah, so I got these right here. These are for your legs, these are for your arms. What you do with these is basically just, if you're working your arms, you wrap them around your upper bicep, kind of shoulder tie-in area. You want it at about like a 70 to 80% of the tightness level. And then yeah, you just grab a lighter weight. You generally do lighter weight, higher reps with these, and they help give you a much better pump. It's healthier for you. It's like a way to train smarter instead of training harder. So yeah, something you guys can look into if something you're interested in. If you guys want to know more about them, I could make a more in-depth video in the future. Just let me know down below. Anything you guys see here today, if you want to know more about it, if you have any questions or something you want me to make sure I cover while doing the program, just let me know down below. Next up, I got my Skull Candy Crusher Bluetooth wireless over-the-ear headphones. Yeah, basic regular headphones. They got a bass booster on the side. It's not the greatest, has a very artificial boost in my opinion, but it does the job. It has a very immersive sound. It makes you feel like you're in whatever you're listening to, so you feel like you're not really in the gym moving the weight. Like if I'm listening to Till I Collapse by Eminem, I feel like he's literally in my ear, just screaming in my ear, and it's like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm in a different place. I zone out and all of a sudden I hit my lift. You got your regular volume up, volume down, pause, play, power on, power off. If you double tap it, whether you use Google Assistant or Siri, it'll go ahead and connect to that. So yeah, those are my headphones. Next item, very self-explanatory. I got some clamps. These are from Lockjaw Pro. All these do is just clamp onto your barbell and lock your weights in place so they don't really slide back and forth at all. So if you're deadlifting and you're using those hex plates, you know how they keep spinning? This kind of prevents the hex plates from spinning, or if they bounce on an awkward corner, they don't roll off a bit more. So yeah. And then the biggest thing I got in here, my lifting belt. My father actually bought this for me a few years ago. This is a 10mm Inzer Forever lever lifting belt, and what this does is it mimics the exact same thing as the wrist wrap does, the one that you're wrapping on your wrist, except you put this on your midsection, kind of above your hips, under your rib cage, and it adds a bulk, adds support to your abdominal area, to your lower back. So you can kind of overload while you're doing your squats and your deadlifts, or some people like using them for bench or military press or whatever. But yeah, it helps you overload. It adds a thickness to you, it adds a bulk to you, so that way you can support more weight as opposed to hurting yourself or very taxing yourself out. So yeah, I really wouldn't be able to do 90% of my lifts without this. So that's an amazing investment. And let's see what's in this last pocket. Say that again. Alright, in here I got knee sleeves just to help me while I'm squatting. Pull these up real quick. I'm probably at like 225, 315 depending on how I'm feeling that day. And yeah, again, it mimics the belt, it mimics the wrist wrap. It's the same exact concept. You put it onto your knee. Instead of wrapping it around, you just tug it up. And yeah, it adds the same thing. It adds stability, it adds a little bit of strength, and it's just an insurance policy for your knees, so you're not hurting your knees as much while you're constantly squatting over and over again. Kind of adds a little bit of a cushion in between a bit. And then lastly, the last item I have in here are my squat shoes. The ones that I use right here are the Adidas Powerlift 3.0. The only difference in squat shoes and regular shoes, they have that little heel right there. That's really the only difference. That heel, what it does is you stand up a bit higher, so naturally you can go down into a deeper squat, and you lets your knees kind of travel a little farther outward, more over your toes, more over your feet in general. So you just more comfortably in the bottom as opposed to scrunching up onto yourself and then trying to get yourself out of that. So yeah, definitely something you guys can go ahead and look into if you're trying to get a better squat. I would recommend waiting until a little bit later down the line after squatting with flat shoes and feeling like you're not making that progress anymore. But again, with everything in here, I'm not telling you guys how to use it or when to get it or when to use it. Whenever you guys feel best, I would say build a foundation before you add the aids. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and show you guys the bag that I have also, since that's something you guys will be seeing a lot. So I have the passenger bag from Alphalete. This is the one that came out a few years ago. I got it for Black Friday for like $50. It's a great deal. The bag's in amazing condition still. The bag itself was amazing. There's some little rips and tears here and there. This pocket in here is a little ripped. But that's really it. Other than that, the bag held up very well. It's in amazing condition. Great bag overall. I really would recommend this to anybody. I mean, sometimes I feel like it might be a little too big, but I'm really not going to complain about extra space, you know. So yeah, that's that, guys. Alright guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that helped you guys out or answered some questions, just anything. The main thing that I'm really trying to do with this YouTube channel is how everyone goes through some type of trial and error. I kind of want to reduce that error for you guys, so it's a much more, you guys can go uphill more as opposed to taking those one step back, taking one step forward, one step back, one step forward. Instead of having that back and forth going on, I kind of want to ease it up for you guys. Yeah, I know there's a lot of other YouTube channels just like this already on YouTube, but I kind of wanted to just go ahead and throw my spin on it. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, stay lit, stay humble.